What's up, motherfuckers? It's Moist Elax, bringing you another video. How you guys doing, man? Finally, I have some great news, guys. Some very, very good news. I am no longer employed at the company that I've been working so many hours on. I got that job that I interviewed for, man. I'm just so happy right now, as I can finally tell you guys I will have much more time for RuneScape. And in celebration, man, I should have recorded it, but I actually went staking with the stats that I have, and I got lucky, man. It was so amazing. Like, my day was just so great, man. What happened was, I came home, I was happy. And what was going on is last week, actually the video that I put up was done like 2 weeks ago. Like, I apologize so much, but I had started doing that video like 2 weeks after the last video I put out, and then another 2 weeks went by before I was finally able to upload it. So it's just I didn't have much time at all, and it just sucks. And finally I have an answer for that. But last Monday I put in my 2 weeks notice, and actually this week will probably be my last week. It's Tuesday now, the next week, and really officially I have 4 days left with this company before I transfer over and start doing stuff for the other company. But I've already started doing things for them, doing my background checks and all that other stuff. But oh man, I'm just happy right now, guys. Like, you don't even understand, man. The good thing is I'm making $3 more an hour, and I'm working 40 to 45 hours a week maximum. So it's unless it's needed, but if I do need to work more overtime than that, I can bring a laptop home from my job that they're giving me to do that. I mean, I'm getting a company phone. I mean, there's just so much going on with this job that is amazing. I'm being sent up to Michigan and stuff for training, paid for, rental car, everything, man. It's fucking amazing. And man, I'm just so happy right now because this is the job that I needed while I'm in school, which I started yesterday. I'm in creative presentation for my first class, so that may help me with my videos a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That may help me a lot with my videos, man. And it's just a blessing that everything is going like I planned it. And I always believe in sacrificing to get the things that you want, because I believe the most successful people look, I can't even fucking talk. I need that class so bad right now. I believe the most successful people are the ones that take those risks with proper caution. You have to take risks. You have to sacrifice. You have to take risk in life. You can't just go by being comfortable. You have to take risk when it comes to doing anything in life. And I believe those are the ones who have all the money in the world. Those the guys who are taking the risks out there. Yeah, you have ones who get things inherited to them and they don't have to do anything. But the ones who are self-made millionaires and stuff like that, they're the ones who take the risk. You ever notice how in RuneScape the guys who are dueling are the ones who either have no money or the most money? Well, you want to be the one that has the most money or close to it. PVMers are the same way. That's the safe route to take. But you notice PVM takes a lot of fucking time. And it takes a lot of time and dedication, which is the proper route. I would compare PVM into somebody who gets a job at a company where they can grow and use whatever degree they have and move up in the company within 10 years. You have a degree, you start off making 30 an hour, and every or so year you hope to get a promotion to make another $2-3 an hour, eventually to where you're up to making 50 an hour after about 10 years, and you got your 401k, you got everything big, and then after another 10 or so years, when you're close to 50, you hope to retire. I believe that's what a PVMer is. However, give me a second. My goddamn phone ringing. It's my girlfriend. She can wait. But you have a situation in which you go staking, and staking could be the same thing. You may join a company that offers little money, but it offers high money as well. Potential for you to get some job, like they say, hey, you work with us for a year, we'll consider you'll have higher consideration for, our management positions and stuff like that. With those companies, you can move up pretty quick. Or you just say, I'm gonna work for 2, 3 years. I'm gonna get money from this company, and then I'm gonna try to do my own thing come later. So you never know what's going on, and that's the beauty of taking risk, man. You don't know what the outcome will be. You just know what the reward will be. So when it comes to staking, man, there's a good way to stake and there's a bad way to stake, and a bad way to stake is always risking your bank. You know what I'm saying? I did a YOLO stake of 55 mil and ended up winning. Because what I did was, and I try to explain this to everybody, the more you lose, the higher chance you have at winning as long as your stats are the same. However, my stats are close to the guys that I was fighting. I was fighting max melee guys, but I got lucky because that guy, I always pay attention to other duels, and I watch when other guys fight. I always pay attention and see, okay, is this guy winning a lot? Is this guy losing, getting his ass whooped? You don't want to fight somebody who's lost 5 times in a row with like a whip mat. Now, if they lost because they misclicked and they missed like 2 or 3 hits, then yeah, that they may have won that stake. But what I'm saying, considering everything is the same, you look at your PID and everything, and if your PID is higher than theirs, you want to make sure you put yourself at that advantage. However, sometimes you can't always assume that somebody's PID is going to be higher. Logging out and logging in will change that. There's a trick. If you follow them, if you have that pause in between when you follow them, then you'll know that your PID is lower than theirs. But if you instantly follow them as soon as you click them, then your PID is higher than theirs. It's a cool little trick. But does that give you an advantage? Sometimes I believe so, because you're getting the first hit in, and 9 times out of 10 after the duel goes on, eventually, that first hit you got could have been the 0 that you started off with, and you could end with a 20. Now, if you had started off afterwards, if it comes down to where both of y'all got 6 hit points, having a higher PID is just an advantage you want to have, because you want to be the one having the most chances at getting that 6 in. So I got lucky, and I slaughtered a guy. Like, I had 70 hit points left. It was just, I had lost 3 or 4 in a row of like 2 mil and 1 mil, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and throw 55 up there, because I lost one really bad, and then there was another one where it was kind of close, but he had like 40 hit points on me, and then the next one I lost, it was like 6 hit points, and we both hit zeros like twice, but his PID was higher than mine, so he ended up hitting first and hitting the 6. It could have been my win, but I was like, okay, each of my duels have been getting closer and closer, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the oh shit, that's what I'm talking about. What I'm gonna do is take the initiative and just throw 55 out there and see what happens. And then my plan was, if I had lost, I would have just threw 10, to try to get some of it back. But that's how I stake. If what I did was I allocated 80 mil to actually lose without really hurting me, and so that I could, I didn't sell my SGS or nothing. I kept all my cash. What I did was I sold my Guthans, and I sold a couple of items that I had hiding around that I didn't know. I had like fucking 50k cannonballs. Like, I was like, oh shit, I had bought all those cannonballs for the lizard shaman, and I forgot that I had those in there. So, because I always look at my tab and I'm like, okay, it says I got like 100 and some mil in this tab. I don't fucking see it. You know what I'm saying? So I allocated 80 mil from that, and sold some stuff that I don't plan on using for a while. And I just made the necessary and I don't know. I mean, I know these things, you can reanimate them and get like some experience from them, but I don't know if I'm gonna be doing that. I don't fucking know. I don't plan on using that spell book here, but I'll see what's up. I like to collect a couple of them here and there just to say I did it, and then later on just go do the shit myself with the little rooms that I have. Get some prayer experience here and there. But it's just one of them things, man, where you have to take the risk. You can't be a pussy. You can't sit up there and say, I don't want to go staking. I mean, for those of you who are, not fond of dueling this stuff, stick to what you know, man. Don't try to go outside your element all the time, but it pays to do new things. Like, if you're mainly a PVM or a PKer, man, get into some damn skilling, man. Here and there, that's how you keep active in the game. Sometimes. God damn, man, my fucking mic then went off, and I don't, man, it's got fucking 100%. I don't understand. Anyway, guys, I apologize for that, but as I was saying, it's just one of them things, man, where you got to make sure that you're doing all that you can to be successful in life or in RuneScape. It don't matter. RuneScape has taught me that a lot. I always take risks in RuneScape. You know, I kind of played RuneScape safe this time around when it first came out. I didn't stake until yesterday, and you know, with waiting for my opportunity and taking that risk, you know, having a level head because I was happy, I was able to make sure I didn't just go start off staking at 50 mil right away, because I would have lost all those. So, you know, start off staking like 1 or 2 mil here and there. You know, if your bank is 10 mil, you shouldn't even be staking, honestly. I mean, you could try to, but if you are okay with losing 5 of that mil, I would start off with that. But I would really wait till I hit 30 or 40 mil before you even think about staking, and just kind of play with that for a while and kind of see where you end up. And, you know, after that, allocate like 5 mil that you're willing to lose. And I do 1 mil stakes only, you know, do 5 1 mil stakes. If you lose all 5 of it, then that's good. You know, go back and lead the arena, make that 5 mil back the way you know how, whether it's doing barrows or Zora or, you know, anything, Slayer for a little bit. Make that 5 mil back, and then go back and take that, you know, take 10 mil then, and then say, okay, we're going to use 10 mil now because I've lost 5 in a row. That's considering that you've done everything right, not misclicking and stuff like that. Because a lot of people say, well, it's supposed to be 50-50. It's only 50-50 as long as everything is done correctly. As if you clicked correctly, you didn't miss a click, you didn't turn to the side and miss an attack. As long as everything is correct, then yes, it is 50-50. But as you lose, your odds are higher than somebody else's who has been winning. So that's what you have to pay attention with. That's how you stake good. You make sure you pay attention to the wins of somebody else. If you can, you can't always do that. But sometimes people would do a staking series against each other, where you'll stake the same person with the same amount of cash. Eventually, if they get a lot in a row, you'll start to see that they'll decrease how much they want to stake. Or if you beating them a lot in a row, they'll start to increase how much they bid against you, which is just a part of that whole thing. Their odds are higher than yours later on. Sometimes your odds kind of fuck you over, because even though it is 50-50, your 50-50 may happen after like 20 fights. You know, you may lose like 8 in a row, and then their 2 that they win out of that 20 will be in the times where you probably decided to go all out. You know what I'm saying? So you have to understand that 50-50 is not what you're gonna win one, I'm gonna win one. You're gonna win one, I'm gonna win one. It's sometimes it's like you may lose 7 in a row to this person, and then you'll win 2, and then they'll win 1, and then you'll win 3, and then they'll win 1. You know, it's kind of different sometimes. There's always that one time where you start to win 7 or 8 in a row. You just have to keep, you know, making sure you kind of bid accordingly to where you stay at profit, or you won't lose as much as what you started with. And then when you win the next one, you'll kind of jump ahead a little bit, and then you start to take those little small risks and lose like 3 or 4 times, and then just say, okay, hey, I'm gonna try it. You may not win. You know, I could have lost that 50 mil. I easily could have lost that because I staked a different person. Your odds with somebody else is different than when you was fighting another person, but you will never see, if your everything is the same, you will never lose so many times to one person. If they have PID over you, eventually the PID changes and you'll have PID over them. But if they're constantly beating you like 15, even if it's 15 times in a row, if your stats are the same, eventually you'll start to beat them. It's just how the odds work in this game is random. You know, it's still 50-50. You have a 50% chance at winning, and that shit will balance out. My ratio for last year, when they had not last year, but the last the good RuneScape before they fucked it up, they had the hats in which you could how many duels you did. Man, I did over like 1,000 and like 2,000-3,000 and something duels. You know, I was at the arena 24/7, and when I paid attention to my ratio, yeah, I had a lot of times where I lost 7, 8 in a row and I was broke, and I had a lot of times where I won 7, 8 in a row and I was fucking rich and buying Torva and dropping Torva for people. You know what I'm saying? It was before I started making videos and shit, But it was a lot of times where a lot of that happened. When Torva first came out, I was one of the first ones to have pieces of it because I had enough cash to just fucking outright buy it. And then there's this video that I always talk about in which SparkMat acquired Torva because he got it from me. He didn't video him staking me, but like I said, I had told my clan that day I had Torva, and then the next day I didn't have it, and it's because SparkMat staked me and beat me like 8 times in a row, and I was pissed, but it happens, man, and I had accepted everything that happened. I blame myself for even staking the shit that I had worked so hard to get, and I was like, I should have just staked the cash I had. And instead of me doing that, I got greedy and I started staking pieces of Torva, saying, okay, well, I got max cash stacked still. I got a couple items that's equal to max cash as well. And then I have Torva and shit, so I'm saying, I staked the helmet and see what happens. SparkMat won that. I'm like, all right. And then I beat him back and got it back. And the thing is his odds was just better than mine. He was winning like 3 in a row, and then I win 1. That's just how it works. So, but like I said, guys, I'm happy, man. I'm really happy to have this new job. I'm making more money an hour. I got less hours that I got to work, and I'm free. I don't have to wear overalls anymore. I don't have to touch chemicals. I don't have to do any of that. I'm doing inventory for this company. It's not in the same plant that I was working, but it's in the plant across from them that I did work at before with the previous company. So it's truly a blessing. I get to drive my own car in. I ain't gotta come through the gate and be picked up by my company. I don't have to be there at 6 in the morning and shit like that and leaving at 10 at night, and it's none of that. If I have to do any overtime, I bring a laptop home. Hell, for the first 2 weeks of my training is remotely trained through a laptop in which they're gonna assign to me from my house. So for 2 weeks I'm gonna be sitting at the home chilling. My classes have started this week, but the funny thing is after this week there's a summer break already, so we got a week summer's break from class, so I ain't gotta worry about that. But I'm gonna get ahead, man. I'm gonna read anything that we have for the class. Right now we're reading Resonate, which is a pretty cool book. It reminded me of Soul Eater when I first heard about it. I was like, Resonance, oh shit. Soul Eater, man, is a great anime, but man, they disappointed me, and I'm not gonna say anything after that because I don't want to ruin it for those of you who haven't seen it. But man, it was just something that I hated about that anime, that they fucked up so bad. Like, they ruined my whole mood with that thing, man. But it's such a great anime, though, man. It really is. So I advise any of you to watch it. I'm waiting on Attack on Titan still, man. But I'm just happy with the way everything's going right now. I'm just grateful. I'm truly grateful, and I'm a humble guy. I always stay humble. I always do everything that I can to help others out when I can, and that's all I can advise y'all to do, man. If you do that, eventually your answers will come to you. You will have the answers. I believe in God. Some people don't. I don't believe in religion, but I believe in God in my own way. And I believe in, some people think, I take religion sometimes, they kind of think that God is just going to do everything for them. I don't believe in that. I believe that your path is just kind of cleared. You have support, and you have this person, you have this higher phenomenon that you lean on for answers to. It's kind of like you talking to yourself at a point, and you kind of sit there and it helps you, it gives you the guidance, and it's called faith. You have faith in certain things, and I had faith in getting that job. I was praying. I was saying, man, please, I've done everything. I was being humble, and I finally got it. I was saying to myself, man, I just needed a chance to prove that I can do certain things, and this company is giving me that chance, and I'm truly grateful. And for those of you who out there doing being gamers and stuff, and you want to be a professional gamer, man, a lot of people gonna tell you that's some bullshit. You can't make no money doing that. Fuck that. Look at PewDiePie. Look at all these YouTubers who are doing it. Don't tell nobody that they can't do anything. Now sometimes you got people who just jump right into it. Yeah, they not gonna do it right away because they just say, okay, I'm gonna be a gamer. But all you play is one game. You can't be a gamer. You're not a gamer if you only play one game. You play games. But to fully call yourself a gamer, you have to have a wide genre of games that you play. You can't just play RuneScape and call yourself a gamer. You have to play, sometimes, hell, I don't play League of Legends, but I tried it. I don't play World of Warcraft, but I tried it. The thing is I tried a lot of these games and I'm just not interested in them. And, you have to try out everything. You can't just say, okay, well, because it's got girls in it, I don't want to play it. I need a dude who's swole and buff and he's going around destroying shit. You have to expand your horizons and stuff as a gamer, man. You have to. That gives you the general idea of what makes a good game. You know, you got guys who just play Call of Duty trying to say that, you know, who try to determine what's a good game or not, and they've ruined the FPS culture because of that. Because Call of Duty is so well known, Call of Duty has made this system at which you don't have to be that fucking good to play the game. It's like a roulette. It's kind of like with RuneScape. You know, you don't have to be good at dueling or staking or anything. It's all randomized. So, you know, you may get lucky and you'll beat somebody by 80 hit points just because you clicked. I mean, there's no skill involved. PKing, sometimes there's skill involved with it, but, you know, at times you just have you're just hitting nonstop. I mean, I've seen old Chris Archie videos. I always go back and look at, you know, just for reminiscing. And, you know, I've seen what guys are just constantly hitting 25s, and they can have they're naked and they got a whip only, and they're, you know, like back in the declaw days when those guys who will go out there with full bandos and declaws and steadfast boots and shit, and they'll go out there trying to jump somebody with a karate, and somebody naked with a karate would fucking kill them. I mean, it was amazing to see that stuff, and it's just luck sometimes, man. So that's really all I got for y'all. I got some plans on doing Slayer, which is what I'm doing right now. I got 70k Slayer experience this past yesterday, so I'm working on it, man. Trying to get myself up to the point where I can just do Abyssal Demons and kill that Sire and try to get those the Bludgeon or whatever the fucking shit called. But just whips and stuff in general to kind of help my Slayer. And Abyssal Daggers and shit, I think it's still kind of worth some money. So I just want to be able to get those and have a different way of making money. That's all I'm doing. I'm just giving myself more options. And God damn, my nose is always stuffed up. But I have serious sinus issues. Like, if cold air hits me directly from like AC, I'm stuffed up. You know, if pollen is in the area, I'm stuffed up. These allergies kick your ass, man. But that's all I really got for y'all. Finally, RuneScape. I was waiting on that, man. But that's all I really got for y'all, man. I'm glad you guys are here to support me. But you will be seeing more videos from me now that I have time. This week, I'll probably put out another video of me doing some bossing or something, and just to see what's up. If I get the full totem pieces, I'll do a video on me fighting, was it Scorzio or whatever the fuck you say it, how you say his name. But I'll put a video up for that. But in the meantime, I've just been trying to collect those shards and I'm trying to make the arc light. So that's what I'm trying to work on. And then I'm gonna probably do some Zammy with it, do some test runs of that, try to get some demon tasks. But that's all I really got for y'all, man. I really do appreciate y'all watching all my videos and stuff. You know, if y'all want to chit chat with me, I will be turning on my private tomorrow. So, you know, you can say, hey, what's up to your boy? I'm finally leaving that that private on, man. I'm gonna have time for everybody. You know, before I just didn't want to do it because I didn't have time. Like, at any time a job will call, I could be in mid conversation and then you just see me log off, you know. So I didn't want to disrespect anybody from that. So why is the Mithril shield why is that? I don't understand it. Is that a rare thing, or why is that orange? Okay, I mean, I'm gonna alch it anyway just because I want some magic experience. But like I said, guys, that's all I really got for y'all, man. I'm Moist Elax. Stay tuned for some more videos now that I'm able to, and I'll see y'all at the next one, man. Peace.